Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a reading for Virgo that runs from the full moon until the new moon. So from the 6th of April until the 20th of April. So I'm going to shuffle your cards now, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. There's also links for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee into my crystal shop. So let's just lay down your 10 cards on the table. So the first card is in the here and now, the present situation, what's going on around you at this time. Your card is the Three of Pentacles. What the card has given me is some improvements around either a work or a money situation. Okay, I just sense there's going to be more security or more certainty or more commitment for you. Okay, there's also something here about having a conversation with somebody. So it could well be you need to have a talk to somebody, and it's going to happen, or it is happening. That's the energy which I get here. I'm also sensing like this place of worship. You've been visiting, or if not, maybe you've been lighting some candles and some incense. So I do sense this connection to something spiritual or something creative which is helping you. Card crossing is the King of Swords. So quite clearly, I did sense something quite cold and something quite sinister which has been going on here. Okay, it's been kind of sort of lurking in the background here, and it could well be someone around you or some situation around you. Okay, it's this feeling of kind of sort of moving away from that. Okay, because I do sense it's been holding you back and actually creating this kind of sort of stagnation here. But there's also something here about you need to be more ruthless around a situation as well. I just sense there's someone around you who's been taking advantage of your good nature, and it could well be that you've been wearing your heart on your sleeve. Okay, so I do sense this toxic energy towards them or some situation around them. Okay, it's time to be more ruthless because they kind of pull on your emotions, if you like. Okay, they know how to press your buttons. Okay, so there's a strong sense of ruling with your mind rather than your heart around this situation. So in the past, coming to the present, I've got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse position. Something's coming together here for you, okay, and it kind of sort of stems from the past. Yes, it could well be that things were up in the air for you, things were out of balance for you, and they could well be now, okay, but you've been putting a lot of thought to things becoming more settled for you, because if you look at the card, you've got like this choppy ocean. If you look that way, you've got these two ships. So one of the ships is you, and then the other ship is what you're wanting, okay, but the sea is very choppy in between, which I feel represents this kind of sort of cold personal, this cold situation. It stops these two ships coming together, so it stops you going towards what you want and what you want towards you, but it's reversed. So I just sense more recently you have been working on yourself, and you have tried to move away from this personal situation, and the more you can do that, then the sea will become settled. It's like your mind becomes settled, your emotions settle down. Okay, you feel better within yourself, then those ships will come together, so you get more of what you want, and it's already starting to happen, I feel, at a deep level. And also with the card in the here and now, the Three of Pentacles, again, it's happening. Okay, it's starting to happen. Often it happens inside yourself. In fact, all the time, I would say. It happens within yourself, and then it shows up on the outside. Okay, so the more you work in yourself, the more it will show up on the outside. It's like inside out, I get here. So looking more forward, yeah, you're going to reap the harvest here. I mean, I've got the Seven of Pentacles. Very positive card. I would say there is a little bit of advice here, and that's not to over-egg things or over-water. It's a bit like you may see some growth here. you know. But if you keep watering the plant, then it's just going to drown. So the feeling here is to put out your good intentions. It's a number 7 as well, so it does relate to the universe, the spiritual plane, the angels. So put out your good intentions, but don't keep putting out your intentions every 5 minutes, you know. What it's saying is there's a need to step back. That's the difficult bit, actually. It's very easy to put out intentions, but if you keep focusing on it, it shows a lack of trust, or it shows a lack of belief. Okay, so step back, give it some time. Yeah, I mean, you do go back now and again to water the plant, so there's no harm, you know, of an evening perhaps to do like a sort of mini ritual or some intention setting, and then just leave it and just go back to it every now and again, because you may need to just adjust things as you move along, or you may need to fine tune things, because often you put out your intentions perhaps and then it's backed up with some worry and some fear. So next time you go back, you know, you would have worked on those worries and those fears, so when you put it out then on that the next time, then it will manifest much quicker. So yes, it is a good idea to go back, but not continuously, because you need to step back to learn some lessons, to learn how to deal with this fear and this lack of belief much better. So your goal here is shown by the 5 of Pentacles reversed. Interesting, if you look at it that way for a second or two, you've got this person on crutches, you're walking next to them, you're dressed in rags, okay? So this person on crutches is someone or some situation which has been holding you back, okay? You're in rags, you're being held back. Reversed, it shows you wanting to move away from this person or this situation. In fact, once you do that, you move away, you let go, those crutches will fly up in the air, and that person or that situation will start running after you. Okay, then you put yourself into a position of power. So rather than letting the situation control you, you control the situation. You can choose. You can say yes or no. Where the way it's been is that you've been asking someone else if they want to say yes or no, or leaving it to circumstances. So circumstances or this other person or people create your own reality for you, but strong sense of you taking back control, you creating your own reality here. Subconsciously, I've got the Page of Cups here. Very positive card. It shows a lot of self-love here, you know, and as you love yourself more and more and more, then love will start to show up on the outside. The right kind of love, anyhow. I do sense something very special, something very deep here, okay? There's also something about fish out of water, and it's very much about you taking a risk around a situation, which then brings about more happiness. Okay, so I just feel it's about you letting go of something which has been holding you back. It seems risky to you, but it's the right thing to do, and it gets easier in time. The advice card here is the Ace of Wands. I suppose, you know, the advice here is new beginnings. You know, it's time to let go, it's time for this fresh start. There's something here within 1 month, you know, things are going to look a lot better. Could well be that you've been thinking about, or you're going to go on some kind of spiritual or creative workshop, or reading up about it. There's certainly something here about some goal setting or sending out some intentions to the universe and actually working on these. I do sense this place of worship again, or lighting some candles or some incense as well. It's looking a whole lot more positive for you. Yeah, on the outside, I've got the King of Wands. Very positive. Again, with the Wand card, it's very much about the spiritual, creative side of things. It shows you getting your passion back here. You know, you may have felt like quite down about things and losing hope, but quite clearly here, you know, with the King of Wands, it's very much about you feeling more positive, you feeling more hopeful about things. I mean, it's impossible to be positive all the time. People try it, but you know, you kind of go from one extreme to the other then. But you can see the positive in everything. Sometimes it takes a while to find it, but it's there. And once you find the positive in everything, then you can just move forward, okay? And you just feel better within yourself. I know some terrible things have happened, you know, and sometimes it's in spite of what's happened, you know, it can throw up all kind of stuff, okay? But if you can actually use that energy to drive yourself forward, then you can make something positive from it. So even though what happened was very negative, in spite of what's happened, you can use that strong energy to actually make some changes, make some positive changes. So on the outside, sorry, not on the outside, your hopes and your fears are shown by the Four of Pentacles reversed. I suppose your fear is that you're going to hold on to this forever, but quite clearly it's about a letting go. I get losing the world to gain it. You must lose the world to gain it, and that's what's happening here. Okay, you're letting go of something which is very toxic and has been holding you back and has been zapping your energy. And the final card, Seven of Swords in the reverse position. Very positive card. It shows you moving away from something, leaving something behind, leaving this toxic energy or these toxic people. It's about you taking back control. So you're going to control the situation rather than letting the situation control you. And some really, really good things ahead of you. Okay, but just remember, you need to step back. You know, step back from the situation. Allow space for what you want to come in. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. And there's also links for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee, and to my crystal shop. Thank you.